the Lambo and Cash show. Let's get it.
Hey, what's up, guys? We got episode 8 of Lambo Cash and our goated host Carlos. So what's up, guys? So episode 8, right? So we're gonna be talking about some really cool topics. One topic is gonna be crazy, and that's gonna be our first topic. So back to you, Carlos.
Okay, yeah, guys. So Lambo kind of give a little preview of what's going to go on in this show. So yes, we'll do an unbelievably crazy to start off the show. We're going to talk about that first, and then we're going to get into some NBA playoffs, the hottest topic right now in the sports world, NBA playoffs. And then after that, we're going to talk about some NFL games that's just been announced, times, networks, and we're going to talk about that because the NFL schedule release is a few days away from the time of the recording. So yeah, so we're going to talk about the key games that's just been announced, like the first Sunday night football game, the first Thursday night football game, the first Monday night football game, first Thanksgiving game. You know, we're going to talk about all that. Get into some college football games too. Yeah, guys, college football games just been announced too. So
WWE.
Yeah, then you
Hey,
put your
you already know. You already know. Let's get ready. Y'all gotta like. Y'all gotta share. Y'all gotta subscribe. Notification bell. And most of all, y'all already know, bro. Y'all already know. Y'all gotta comment, bro. Y'all gotta comment. Y'all gotta comment, bro. Let's go. Y'all gotta comment. Really, we want y'all to comment, though. We really want y'all to comment, all right? That should comment for us, all right? Back to Carlos.
Yeah, you guys gotta like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified of when we post these episodes, and obviously do what Lambo says. Comment your thoughts, suggestions, anything, anything positive, obviously, to comment.
And then
also,
no. And also, if y'all want Cash to stop corny dad jokes.
That too, guys, and that too. And also follow our Instagram at Lambo and Cash Show on Instagram. We have been getting active on there as of late with podcast clips, sports news, and things like that, anything related with the podcast. So that will be on the Instagram page. Make sure to follow at Lambo and Cash Show on Instagram. All right, Lambo, let's get this over with. Episode 8 of the Lambo and Cash Show, and let's start with this unbelievably crazy segment. Yes, we still do unbelievably crazy on the Be Ready Sports podcast, Lambo, and guys, watch it. So here's an unbelievably crazy right here. Fox Sports, as you guys know, major television company, Fox Sports, they will be paying someone $50,000 to watch all 104 World Cup games inside of a glass box in Times Square for over a month. So yes, this summer, guys, is the FIFA World Cup in the United States, Mexico, and Canada, throughout North America. So yeah, so basically Fox Sports will be paying a lucky fan $50,000 via Indeed. If you guys know Indeed, that is where job applications are ran through. So Fox Sports will be using Indeed to find that one lucky fan to watch all World Cup games inside of a glass box in Times Square for over a month for $50,000. Lambo, what are your thoughts on this?
Bro, this is crazy, bro. Sitting in a glass box for a whole month just to watch games for $50K. Okay, that sounds awesome. And then on the other hand, so awesome, free money, boring, kind of. Unless if you're an over-the-top soccer fan, but if you're not a fan, bro, it's kind of going to be boring, though. But $50K, alright, y'all might think I'm greedy, but I low-key, if I had to do that, y'all got to raise it up, bro. Y'all got to raise that money up, bro. Because ain't no way I'm gonna sit in a glass box. Times Square, everybody can see me, and I got to sit in it for a month and watch some soccer games, 104 soccer games. Y'all got to raise that money. I don't care if y'all think I'm greedy, bro. Y'all have to, bro.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts, Carlos?
Ooh, $50,000. So if you guys know $50,000, that is life-changing money. That's life-changing money for someone that doesn't have $50,000. So obviously a large amount of money. But yes, I would obviously test the market out to see, hit up Fox Sports or Indeed, like if they can up the offer a bit, just to test out the market. And if they won't, then obviously a lot to think about. because obviously you got to sit in a glass box and watch all these World Cup games, which is crazy. So basically, through this job from Indeed, so here's what it will entail. It will entail watching every minute of Fox Sports coverage of all 104 matches in 4K on Fox One, the official streaming platform of the FIFA World Cup 2026, making their fandom shine from a custom-built viewing space amidst thousands of daily visitors, tourists, and commuters in the heart of Times Square for a truly unique watch party, and creating and sharing social content authentic to them throughout the tournament, showing the authority and watching and cheering for every minute of World Cup action. So basically, yeah, you got to be watching all the World Cup matches inside of that box in Times
For a
Square.
month, 104 games, only for 50K. I'm greedy, bro. I don't care if y'all think I'm greedy, but that's so little money to be in a glass box. Everybody can see.
For
And
over.
I don't even think. Hold up. I just got a thought.
Yeah.
Don't you have to go out the box to get change? Since see in the picture it says it's you can see through it. Don't you have to because no one's gonna stay in the same clothes for a month, bro, and be sweaty just sitting at the same spot watching some soccer games.
I don't know about if they gotta stay in the box for a month, because there's obviously gonna be breaks in between, because obviously all 104 World Cup matches are not gonna go on simultaneously and not go on at 2 a.m. Eastern time. It's not gonna go on at 2 a.m., 4 a.m. Eastern time. So I don't know about
how's
that.
he gonna be able to sleep? Because how is he gonna be able to sleep?
I don't know how is that gonna work. I don't know if they got their own room in Times Square instead of a hotel, or they gotta stay in that glass box. I don't know, but $50,000, that is definitely a lot of money. Definitely a lot of money to watch all the World Cup games. Obviously, the World Cup games very popular around the world. Very popular. I believe the last one was 2022. It was in Qatar, and I remember people would watch the World Cup during school. During school, people would watch the World Cup during school. I remember, I was in 9th grade when the World Cup happened in 2022, and there would be times in school where teachers would play the World Cup matches during class.
Are you lying or are you saying the truth? Actually?
Serious, yeah. Teachers were well, obviously the nice teachers, obviously the teachers that that care about their students, that would play the World Cup match that's going on, obviously Argentina, Saudi Arabia, for example, things like that, because the time zone was in Qatar. So obviously the U.S. and Qatar have two different time zones. So the matches would go on during school hours, during the early morning, late morning / afternoon. So that's why teachers would sometimes, Lambo.
Carlos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna ask the viewers, the watchers, the viewers, to comment which one they would choose. All right, 2022. Who do y'all got? We're talking 2022. Messi or Ronaldo? 2022, not now. 2022.
2022, at the time.
Yeah.
I haven't changed my mind, but I'll probably go Ronaldo.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ronaldo, but Messi and Ronaldo, that's a big debate in the soccer world. I wouldn't say it's equivalent to Jordan LeBron debate in basketball, but they definitely get passionate about that debate between Messi and Ronaldo. And if you guys know, in that 2022 World Cup, Messi got the win in that World Cup against that France team with Mbappe, against France in that final, which was a very popular final. Everybody was tuned in to watch that. I believe it came down to penalty kicks. It went down to the wire, and Messi and Argentina wins the World Cup in 2022 in Qatar. So that was a very interesting World Cup, Lambo 2022. We'll see what happens this year in 2026 in North America, in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and it's going to be taking place at a lot of these football stadiums like Gillette Stadium, like Hard Rock Stadium, and a lot of these stadiums will be hosting these matches. So Lambo, what are your thoughts, your final thoughts about this and about the World Cup in general?
I mean, I already said this is my last stop. I'm greedy. I don't care if y'all call me greedy, bro. 50K to watch 104 games of soccer. And soccer games are like hour and 30 minutes long, like 90 minutes, right?
Yeah, 90 minutes plus extra time, for things like, I don't know.
Yeah, like overtime. Yeah,
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 yeah.
bro. I'm not doing that for only 50K, bro. I gotta raise the money up for a whole month.
So no, okay. Right. So what do you guys think in the what do you guys think in the audience? You guys can comment your thoughts basically. What do
Yeah,
you think?
yes or no, and Ronaldo or Messi 2022. See,
Yeah,
there's already two comments y'all should put, or just one comment and saying both in one comment.
yeah, that too. So FIFA World Cup will be this summer, guys. This summer in 2026. It's gonna be a good one, hosted by Fox Sports. They'll be televising all the World Cup games. So that is that. And now NBA playoffs. All right, so now let's get into some NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs, they're progressing right away here. They're progressing right away. OKC, as of the time of the recording, they sweep the Los Angeles Lakers in Game 4.
And
And
everybody was trying to blame it on fouls on the OK and the flopping on the OKC. But bro, keep in mind, Lakers got 15 more free throws than
yeah, yeah, and I heard about that.
15
And
more free throws than OKC.
yeah,
So really have nothing to say there.
yeah, definitely like in Game 2, and that was when the Lakers they had a conversation with the refs as a team, and I thought that was pretty funny. I sent it to Coach T, by the way. Shout out to Coach T, Be Ready Sports Podcast. Got in order to be ready,
Yes,
you got to
yes.
stay ready. So I sent him the picture, like sending him like the Lakers are a joke, like they're a joke. They're so unserious, like
I
they're
know.
talking
Like
to
they
the
talk
national
about
team.
OKC flopping, bro. Uh, keep in mind, I don't care what y'all LeBron Glazers say. He's trash right now. He's the biggest flopper ever to be in the NBA, bro. He's cheeks, bro. He's trash. Don't compare him to my goat and King Jordan, bro. He's not even twice. He's not even half as good, bro. He's not even close, bro. Don't compare him, bro. Don't compare crybaby flopper to freaking Jordan.
Yeah, so true. So when I was watching Game 4, I stayed up till past the I stayed up until the third quarter, and the Lakers they had momentum going into the fourth quarter. I fell asleep at the start of the fourth quarter because obviously it's a late game, and by the time they got to the fourth quarter, Lambo, the thing was it, and they start the fourth quarter at around 12:30 EST. So probably for you, Lambo, that's like 11:30 Central Standard Time, and the game was slated to be late, but and the game could have ended around 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Eastern Time, but yeah, but the Lakers had momentum going into the fourth quarter, but then I wake up this morning and see that OKC won by 15, and I'm like, okay, what happened there? Probably OKC started to steal that momentum away from LA, and they got the win in Game 4. So Lambo, what are your thoughts on that OKC Lakers series? Obviously, OKC they just sweep the Lakers.
Ha ha ha, Lakers fans. He better retire this year. After, if he goes another year, bro, he's just gonna embarrass himself again, bro. You know what? So much people said. You know that one time when he made that comeback 3-0 and he made that comeback?
3-1, yeah.
But yeah, 3-1. Bro. And they all were saying that's gonna happen again, but 3-0 this time. And I was like, nah, bro, just watch. They're finna get swept. And
Yeah,
look what happened.
yeah, well, for LeBron, the thing was right there. The opportunity was right there. The Lakers were down 3-0. Could have had a chance to come back and do what happened in 2016, but it did not happen, unfortunately. It didn't happen. And OKC, they get the win 4-0. And OKC, they are 8-0 in the playoffs, Lambo. 8-0 in the playoffs.
8-0, bro. Let's go. They sweep too. Yo, imagine if they sweep all the. Oh yeah, has any team ever swept all the games until the championship and they won sweeping?
I don't think that's possible. No, I don't think that's possible, but I doubt
How is it not possible?
I don't know, to be honest. Probably there was, maybe probably there was, but from the top of my head, I don't know. I don't know, but but definitely would be very hard to just go 16-0 throughout the whole playoff, including winning the championship. But I doubt OKC is going to sweep this Western Conference final because they got to take on either San Antonio or the T-Wolves. We'll get into that later. But OKC, they move on to the Western Conference final. Now let's talk about the Lakers, though. The Lakers, obviously, they get swept, obviously. So there's a lot of questions now in LA, Lambo, about, first of all, LeBron. What is he going to do? Because his contract ended. Yeah, so his contract ended this year. He has a lot of options on the table. And during his post-game press conference, he said to a reporter that he doesn't know about his future, like his overall future in the NBA. So there's multiple options that LeBron can go with. He can, what Lambo said, retire. He can retire. He can stay with the Lakers. He can return to Cleveland if he wants for, to ride it all the way into the sunset over there in Cleveland. Or, I heard this from First Take. I heard this from First Take today, Stephen A. Smith. Golden State. To team up with Curry over there in Golden State. And then another one, pretty biased from Stephen A. Smith, the New York Knicks.
They do not want him.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy with New York Knicks. With the Knicks, obviously, we're going to get to them in a minute, but LeBron, he's an unrestricted free agent. So that means, Lambeau, teams don't really have to give up anything for LeBron. Like, LeBron can just go to a team without teams, trading assets. Like, LeBron can just join a team. And it's almost like, and the thing's almost like 2010 all over again with LeBron. Like, the decision. And if you guys know, back in 2010, LeBron, he had this huge special called The Decision. It was live on ESPN, and basically he had multiple options. Like he had 6 options. I think it was the Cavs, the Heat, the Clippers, New Jersey Nets, the Clippers.
If I'm not wrong, he went to go play for Heat, right?
Yeah, so he had 6 options to choose from, and basically all 6 teams traveled to Cleveland to talk to LeBron, just to, recruit him, because LeBron is the prospect and he gets to choose where he goes. So in the summer, he says he will take his talents to South Beach. He goes to Miami, and over there he wins 2 titles with D Wade and Chris Bosh in a very good era in Miami. So could it be that again in the decision part 2? We'll see. Obviously retirement is going to be in that factor now, and then other factors are going to get into with other teams. So Lambo, what are your thoughts on, LeBron essentially? Like what do you think he's going to do?
The right thing, man. But I even gotta say it. Just retire, bro. You're so old that your son is playing with you, bro. In the NBA. Imagine being that old that you have your son playing with you in the same pro league as you, bro. That's just like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely crazy, because obviously Bronny playing for the Lakers now. And then Bryce, he's in college now, so and then
if he stays until he gets both of them, and then that's gonna be crazy.
So interesting about Bryce, Lambo, because a reporter asked LeBron if he's gonna stay when Bryce goes to the NBA. He said no, and then after that he gives a little smile. But I don't know, but I guess we'll see.
So he probably is then, bro.
I don't know, but LeBron gets to do whatever he wants. He can unretire. He can stay in the NBA because he's been there for 24 years in the NBA. He can do basically whatever he wants. He can, make what just do what makes him happy, I guess. If he wants to retire, he can retire. He can do a farewell tour. Probably next year he can do that. So all options on the table for LeBron, and it's starting to feel like 2010 now with uncertainty for LeBron's future. So that's the Lakers. And the Lakers, they have a lot of questions themselves about their organization, Lambo. So do you think Austin Reeves coming back to the Lakers?
Austin Reeves. Man, I don't think he should after they just got swept. I don't
Okay.
think he should, but he probably most likely is.
Yeah, interesting, because I saw this too about what the Lakers are going to do, and they brought up one guy, which is Austin Reeves. Like, my opinion, I don't think they should bring back Austin Reeves because Austin Reeves was not good in this series against OKC, and in order to succeed in the West, you got to be a team like OKC. You got to perform against the Thunder in that series, and Austin Reeves just didn't do that. He was off with his shots. What he's known for shooting, but he didn't do that in this series against OKC. So in my opinion, I don't think the Lakers should bring back Austin Reeves.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think they should, but they probably are.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. But Luka is definitely staying because the
Yeah,
Lakers.
Luka, obviously, bro.
Yeah,
Luka is goated.
Yeah, so the
I
Lakers.
wish he stayed. Oh, God, how did I forget?
Dallas.
Avs, right?
Yeah, for the Mavs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's from Nico Harrison. He basically he didn't want to pay Luka $300 million because he was questioned about Luka's health, I guess you could say, because he was, I guess, not healthy, like the best of healthy. So that's why Nico Harrison took Luka out of Dallas and to the Lakers. And now the Lakers, they just got themselves a future in Luka. And Luka, he's very young. He's a very young player who the Lakers can invest on for the future. So that's their future right there. They're keeping Luka, and then they're going to build around Luka in the future. But if LeBron wants to stay, he can stay because obviously, if you guys know, Los Angeles, beautiful sunshine, beautiful weather, celebrities all over LA. If he wants to stay there, he can stay there. But so that's the Lakers. A lot of questions for Coach T's team in this offseason. We'll see what happens there with the Lakers. OKC moves on to the Western Conference Finals for, I believe, the second year in a row. For OKC. And then you got, all right, so now let's move on to the second matchup in the West. The T-Wolves and the Spurs. The Timberwolves and the Spurs. This has been a very gritty series, Lambo.
If y'all watched the episode, y'all already know Timberwolves and the field goal post.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Timberwolves and the field goal posts. Yeah, the San Antonio field goal posts. Yes. Yeah, so this has been a gritty series. Probably the most grittiest series in this playoff. Probably the most.
I like it because it's close.
It is. It's 2-2, which expected Minnesota not backing down. Not backing down in this series. But however, there was some controversy that happened in Game 4, Lambo. So if you guys didn't see, Wemby had an altercation in Game 4 that caused him to get ejected in Game 4.
Oh, yeah.
So, Lambo, before I get your reaction to this, I will play the clip for those of you guys that didn't see the foul. So here is the clip right here.
There's the back. The punk's out. There's that.
Oh,
That's a problem for the Spurs.
yeah, that's going to be a flagrant one. That's going to be upgraded.
The criteria for a flagrant
Reg,
foul.
there is a possibility that's a 2.
Oh, man.
On purpose. Nah, he's cooked. Wemby, I'm sorry, but you're cooked, bro.
Now,
Wemby, you're cooked. That looks so. I didn't see the game, but bro, that looks so intentional. Like there's no way you go on purpose, bro. I'm on accident. Like, bro, Wemby's cooked, bro, and that's like one of their best players. Bro's like 7'6", bro.
yeah, he's
Somewhere around there.
Yeah,
Like,
around
man,
7'6", 7'5", yeah.
Y'all just lost talent, bro. Field goal post, Spurs, whatever. Slingshots is what Cash called them, but y'all are cooked. Y'all finna lose 4-2 now.
Yeah, so speaking about Wemby, as you guys saw, very harsh foul on Naz Reid in that Game 4 series. Wemby ended up being assessed a flagrant 2. He was ejected from that game. He did not come back for that Game 4 game, and the T-Wolves ended up winning that game. Anthony Edwards, he went off. He had like 39 points in that game for the T-Wolves as they even up the series at 2. But however, there was some talk after the game Like, is this going to be more than it? Is this going to be more than an ejection? Because
So are they gonna suspend him?
so as you can see there, Lambo, there will be no further discipline.
Oh, okay.
So Wemby will be playing in Game 5 for the Spurs T-Wolves. No fine, no suspension. So Lambo, so what are your thoughts on that? You know, just
Man,
watching that and then yeah.
they should have took him out, bro. That looks so wrong, bro. That did not look like on no accident, bro. He said, bro, that was intentionally, bro. He should have not have done that. Yeah, but I just think he should got further discipline, at least for 2 games, or at least the rest of the season, rest of the playoffs. Because that's just that. And bro, think about did he get knocked out? Because it looked like he got knocked out because it hit him in his chin.
He didn't get knocked out, but he got up right after, and then he played during Game 4.
Oh, dang. I mean, that just doesn't seem right, especially from a player that looked like on purpose. And bro, you can't have so much little young kids that you're their idol. Like, you can't be a popular player and then just do that. You can't just do that, bro. That's wrong. But I'm not gonna say no more further stuff because I really don't know. I didn't really watch the game. But back to you, Carlos.
Yeah, it could have been worse, Lambo. Like, and if Wemby would have hit him probably a little higher, not the neck area, and it could have been worse. Like for Naz Reid, it could have been worse, and then there probably would have been a suspension. But probably because he didn't hit him in the right spot. Probably that's probably why the league didn't suspend or fine Wemby. But in my opinion, I think Wemby should have gotten something. Like, obviously, the NBA nowadays.
At least a fine, bro.
Yeah, I know.
They getting paid so much. Take away some money.
Yeah, I know. That's, when I heard about this, I'm like, wow, no further discipline. Like, so when the NBA did this, I kind of thought like the NBA is gonna kind of send a message to the league, like if they let this go, then they're gonna worry about viewership, views, ratings, because obviously Wemby, he's a attraction in the NBA. He's a superstar. And plus, you want your superstars to play to gain that viewership and attention for the NBA. But however, in that same breath, it's like no one's above the law. Like no one's above the rules. And Wemby, I thought, should have, gotten punished, like at least suspended for a game.
Or at least a fine, bro.
Yeah, I know. Or if you didn't want to suspend him for a game because of a pivotal Game 5, because obviously it's 2-2 Lambo, and if you take out Wemby from that equation, then you're kind of giving San Antonio a disadvantage against a red-hot T-Wolves team. And the T-Wolves, they get up 3-2. You bring Wemby back for a disadvantage. You're down 3-2, and then you got to go on the road to Minnesota for Game 6 and a closeout game. So if the NBA didn't want to do that, then I agree, Lambo. Like, why didn't they implement a fine? Like, at least implement something to to teach them a lesson, because
I know.
Because no player's above the league. Like no player's above the league. And if you see like throughout the years, like with elbows and stuff, like with other players, like when Metta World Peace, when he elbowed James Harden back in I think 2000, back in the early 2010s, he got suspended 7 games. But with Metta World Peace, he had kind of a criminal history. So probably that's the reason why he got suspended 7 games. But then Kendrick Perkins brought up something that he got suspended for 1 game for not even elbowing. Like, he just went up to the opponent and basically just trash talked, and he got suspended for 1 game. So this being no suspension, like, I don't know, like
it's kind of wrong. I mean, I get it because they want viewership and they got contracts to pay. They need money, but
yeah, and what I think about Adam Silver, like, he's soft. And Adam Silver soft. Like, he's like, and the last commissioner, rest in peace to David Stern, like he probably would have suspended Wemby for the series. Like, he was tough. Like, he was tough, and he knew that nobody was above the NBA, and he would have suspended Wemby like for a game or probably even the series, because he was that tough and tougher than Adam Silver. So that's Wemby. He'll have no further discipline, no fines, no suspension. He'll be playing in Game 5 for the Spurs in a pivotal Game 5. So that's the Minnesota T-Wolves series. Moving on to the East. Pistons, Cavs, Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been showing up. James Harden, he's been showing up in this fourth quarter. He's been showing up in these fourth quarter, Lambo, for games 3 and 4. He's been showing up along with Donovan Mitchell. And just like that, they even up the series at 2-2. So, Lambo, so what are your thoughts on that series between the Pistons and the Cavs?
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Looks like a close one. But I low-key, like I said, guys, I low-key got Cavs. Got Cavs. I'm pretty sure that's what my prediction was. So I'm gonna stick with Cavs. But I can't say nothing else because I really don't be watching basketball.
I got you. Yeah, so the Pistons, they were up 2-0 in this series, Lambo, when they were going to Cleveland. And then Cleveland, they take care of home court, and now they're up now they tied up at 2-2. So now it turns from a best of 7 series to now a best of 3. So now Detroit, they will be back home for a pivotal Game 5, and whoever wins Game 5 will maybe win the series. But, however, I'm going to teach y'all a history lesson here. So I'm going to start with the first round with Detroit and Orlando. So Detroit and Orlando played against each other back in 2003. So as you can see there on the left, that's what happened in 2003 when they played in their first round matchup. Orlando wins Game 1, Pistons 2. Orlando wins Games 3 and 4, and then Detroit wins Games 5, 6, and 7. But then 23 years later, they play again. And then as you can see there, the same exact results, Lambo. The same results. Orlando wins Game 1, Detroit 2. Orlando wins Games 3 and 4. Detroit wins Games 5, 6, and 7. So 23 years later, it's the same result. So Lambo, before I show another thing of 2003, so what are your thoughts on this one?
Okay, so I really wanted Magic to win. Wait, hold up. Who won Game 7? I'm still confused.
Pistons.
Okay, so yeah, I really wanted Magic to win. Because y'all know, I went for Magic. I was showing off my Magic shorts. And I liked Shaq, and he played for Magic, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and bro, that's kind of crazy. Is it a coincidence or is it a Simpsons? Wait, hold up. I got something crazy. So if y'all watched last episode or like 2 episodes ago, Cash made a joke about the Simpsons, right? About a player's name, and made a joke about the Simpsons. And if y'all know, I'm finna go real deep, so y'all better pay attention. So he made a joke about the Simpsons, and if y'all know about the Simpsons, they got predictions they be making, right? Do you know about that, Carlos?
They do, yeah, they do.
So isn't it crazy? He mentioned Simpsons, and now there's kind of like a prediction, basically history repeating itself as a prediction. So 2003, same results as 2026, and let's just say. That only happened because Cash made that Simpsons joke. Come on, let's be so for real. Is that a coincidence or not? That he made that joke and then that history repeated itself.
Yeah, he did. He mentioned it. I think it was episode 7 or 6 or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, the Simpsons. Yes, I do remember that. The Simpsons joke was about I believe Ty Simpson from the Rams. I remember that with Ty Simpson. So
crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy indeed. Yeah, 23 years later, the same exact results. So that's the Magic Pistons. Pistons winning 7. Close scare, right? So I kind of did a little research and like, okay, so how did the Pistons do in that 2003 playoff run? So obviously they're playing the Cavs right now, but they didn't play the Cavs in the second round in 2003. They played the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, I know it's covering both of our faces. I know. But they played in the semifinals. And as you can see there, the Pistons, they were up 2-0, right? So as you can see there in 2003, they beat the Sixers in game 1 and 2. They beat them in games 1 and 2. They were up Then they go on the road. The Pistons, they they blow a 2-0 lead. There is now 2-2 currently now in 2026. But back then, Pistons, they lose game 3 and they lose game 4. So Lambo. Same exact result from 2003. So what are your thoughts on that?
So, guys, I'm not gonna waste y'all's time. Y'all probably know what I'm gonna say. Simpsons joke, and same year 2003, and that can't be a coincidence, bro.
That can't be a coincidence.
That can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, so that's crazy when I saw that, and I'm like, wow, like 2003 is the same exact results. And then as you can see there, if it stays this way, the Pistons will win in 6 games. They will win in game 5, and then they will win in game 6. And then they will win in game 6.
That's
and the
crazy.
dates are similar too, which is crazy to me. I don't even know, like and the dates are very similar, Lambo. I think we hit the time machine.
Bro, it gotta be the Simpsons thing, bro. I wish Cash was here, bro. Gotta be the Simpsons thing, bro.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. So game 6 between the Pistons and the Cavs is on Friday, the 15th. And as you can see there, the Pistons, they won their game 6 matchup on a Friday. One day after May 15th.
Bro. Do we even gotta talk about this? Like,
I don't know, but
crazy.
And I literally saw that and I'm like, wow, like I definitely gotta mention this. I'll definitely mention it on the Be Ready Sports podcast. I'll definitely mention it on the Instagram because this is crazy to me. I'm like, wow, like
it gotta be the Simpsons joke, bro. I'm telling you.
Maybe, but the Pistons feel like 2003 for the Pistons. The 2003 Pistons, there is 2-2. So no need to worry if you're a Pistons fan because you got history on your side. Because you're going to win game 5 and 6. You're going to win games 5 and 6, and then you're going to get to the final. And then for the Pistons, they did not make it to the final, Lambo, in 2003. They actually lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to the New Jersey Nets. They lost to the New Jersey Nets in.
So are they going to lose against Cleveland?
No, so the Pistons will go to the Eastern Conference Finals history-wise. Will go to the Eastern Conference Finals, play the Knicks, and then probably lose in that series to the Knicks. And then the Knicks, go into the finals. And then that's where next game. Knicks, Sixers, Knicks sweep the floor in Philly. They just swept the floor in Philly. And Lambeau, like, and those road games for the Knicks, and it kind of felt like a home game over there in Philly. Like, so between Philadelphia and New York, it's about an hour and 30 minute, 2 hours. So obviously, if you're a New York Knicks fan,
it's not that far.
Yeah, so it's obviously not that far. It's not that far. So obviously, driving distance for the Knicks fans. So it was crazy over there at Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia, and it kind of felt like a Knicks home game. So Lambo, so what are your thoughts on that series? Knicks, Sixers. Knicks dominate the Sixers in that series, and
I mean, they kind of look like they're on a really good run because 4-2, then a sweep. Then who they playing next? Who the winner of Nixon? Winner of. Help me out, bro.
So they will play the winner between the Pistons and the Cavs. Yeah, so that's where the Knicks will be in the Eastern Conference Finals. They are back in the Eastern Conference Finals for, I believe, the second year in a row. But this year, it's kind of destiny to make the championship game, the NBA Finals. And the last time, Lambeau, the Knicks made the finals was in 1999. So that was the last time the Knicks went to a championship. But the last time they won a championship, Lambeau, was in 1973. So
1970.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and these Knicks fans, they have suffered. And if the Knicks win the championship, and you guys have been watching social media about 7th Avenue, I kind of feel bad because the National Guard are going to have to be out there, and it's going to be mayhem in Gotham City. in New York. So that's the Knicks. They'll be heading to the Eastern Conference Finals for the second year in a row. OKC going to the Western Conference Finals for the second year in a row. So I guess we'll see. Will they meet up for the finals? I guess we'll see, Lambo. So how about we do some predictions here, Lambo? So obviously we got our book of
Do
predictions.
we got our old predictions?
What?
Do we got our old predictions?
Yes. So speaking about predictions, yes. So we did our predictions for round 1. So that was the last predictions we did for round 1. And here are the records right here. I will actually post it right here. And here it is, Lambo. So Cash went 4-4. He went 4-4 in the first round. Lambo, you went 3-5, and then I went 5-3.
So how'd you go 5-2? How'd you go over?
So Lambo, you chose OKC to beat Phoenix. You chose
Obviously.
You chose the Lakers. You chose the Nuggets over the T-Wolves, which did not happen. You chose San Antonio. You chose the Magic to beat the Pistons, which that didn't happen. You chose the Raptors, the Toronto Raptors, to beat the Cavs. You chose the Atlanta Hawks to beat the Knicks. And then you picked the Celtics to beat the Sixers, which that didn't happen. So your 3 wins were from the West with OKC, Lakers, and Spurs. Cash, he got OKC right. He chose OKC. He chose the Rockets against the Lakers, which that didn't happen. He chose the Timberwolves. So he got that one right. He chose the field goal posts, the Spurs field goal posts.
Yes, the field goal post, guys.
He picked the Magic. So both of you guys were not right there. He also chose the Raptors. But however, the difference between you and Cash, Lambo, was Cash chose the Knicks. He chose the Knicks and you chose the Hawks. So that game was the difference between you and Cash, and then Cash chose the Celtics. So that's why Cash is 4-4, because he got that one win from the Eastern Conference. And then for me, I had OKC. I had OKC right. I chose the Rockets. I chose the Nuggets. I chose the Spurs. I chose the Pistons, Cavs, Knicks, and then I chose the Celtics. So that's why I went 5-3. Lambo, you went 3-5, and then Cash 4-4. So that's history, Lambo. So now, time to make some new picks, yeah? So obviously we're gonna do how about let's start with the West first. The T-Wolves and Spurs at the time of this episode 8. So at the time of the recording, we don't know who's gonna win the series. It's 2-2. So Lambo, who do you have winning in that series? The T-Wolves?
Which one?
The T-Wolves or the Spurs? The bottom left.
I'm going with the field goal post again.
Okay.
So
Sam.
the Spurs, I want the field goal post to win.
All right, field goal post. All right. Pistons or Cavs?
Pistons. All right, Pistons. They beat Magic, so they're gonna beat Cavs, bro.
Detroit. Okay. So that means it will be OKC versus San Antonio for the Western Conference Final, and who you got winning in that one?
Which one?
OKC and San Antonio.
Bro, OKC. Any game OKC plays, I'm choosing OKC. That's my favorite team.
Okay, so you got OKC, and then who you got between Detroit and New York, the Knicks?
What do you mean? Showing which ones?
For the East, the Pistons or the Knicks?
I'm going Knicks. The orange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Knicks.
And then your overall champion, you got OKC, right, Lambo?
Yeah, obviously.
All right. That is your
What about
prediction.
you? Say yours out loud so I know.
Yeah, I will. Because that's how I remember my prediction, because I watched it back and I got my predictions. So I will go. Oh my God, this is tough. Oh my gosh, this is tough. It's gonna be in San Antonio.
Which one?
I'm gonna go San Antonio. I'm sorry. I'm just afraid to pull the trigger. Like I'm afraid. I know the T Wolves are gonna fight in this series. I won't be surprised if the T Wolves win because they're just like that. Like they always find a way to get to the Western Conference Finals. It's just Detroit
Who you
Cavs.
got?
I'm
Who
gonna
you
go.
got?
I'm gonna go Detroit. I'm gonna go Spurs and Detroit. So OKC, Spurs. I'm gonna go OKC, Detroit, Knicks. I got the Knicks. And then I can't believe we're gonna have the same exact predictions. You know
The
what?
same
Just for the
exact?
sake- you know what? Just for the sake that we're not gonna have the same predictions, I'm gonna go with the Timberwolves.
All right.
Yeah. To mix it up, so it will be OKC and the T Wolves. I would still go OKC, and yeah. So that's that, guys. So Lambo got the Spurs and the Pistons. OKC Spurs for the Western Conference Final. Lambo got OKC. Pistons, Knicks. He got the Knicks. OKC winning it all. For me, I got the Timberwolves beating the Spurs. I got the Pistons beating the Cavs. And then I got, for OKC Minnesota, I got OKC winning. Pistons, Knicks, I got Knicks. OKC wins the title. So predictions are in as of the day of recording, episode 8. So we'll see what happens, guys. By the time this comes out, I'm pretty sure those results would already happen. So I guess we'll see. Were we right or were we wrong?
I'm going to be right.
I guess we'll see. So now let's switch gears into some NFL football.
Let's go.
So, as you guys know, the NFL, they're starting to release some of their games, some of their times, some of their networks. So this is a crucial game right here that they are the first Thursday night football game, Lambo. But Lambo is not only the first Thursday night football game, because this will be the first game ever in their new stadium over there in Buffalo at the new Highmark Stadium in Buffalo.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they got a new stadium. You heard?
No.
Yeah, they got a new stadium. Yeah, so they tore down the old Highmark Stadium, and now they're going to move across the street, and they built a new stadium. So they will be playing at their brand new stadium on September 17th, and they'll be taking on the Detroit Lions, a pretty formidable opponent in Detroit. Very good opponent, and it's going to be a banger. September 17th of 2026 on Thursday Night Football, the home opener for the Buffalo Bills. So, Lambo, so what are your thoughts on this? Oh, yeah, so what are your thoughts?
What, like who I got winning or just like overall?
Are your thoughts on it? You know, who you got winning?
I like the new stadium. Those fireworks do look tough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I low key got Bills winning. Even though some reason the Ravens always kind of be losing to the Bills, like Mark Andrews told us. Could have beat the Bills. But man, I'll take the Bills.
Okay, so you take the Bills. Okay, so we can do predictions as that as well, because obviously, you know, it's all the way until September. So it's like what, 4 months away? So
yeah. Wait.
Yes.
May, June, July, August, September.
Yeah, all the way till September. So about like 4 months. About 4 months. But you know, it doesn't hurt to make some predictions. Why not? So Lambo, you got the Bills winning this one at their home opener, correct? All right, so you got the Bills beating the Lions at the new home opener. Okay. I will go with the Bills as well. So I'll be with you there, Lambo. So that'll be the first Thursday night football game. That will be in week 2. So that'll be in week 2, September 17th, live at the new Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, over there in Buffalo. So that'll be nice over there in Buffalo. So yeah, so that is the first Thursday night football game. And now let's talk about the first Sunday night football game between the Cowboys and the Giants, NFC East rivals. Cowboys got to go on the road and take on the Giants. on September 13th on a Sunday night live from MetLife Stadium. The Giants, they've been looking to Scott, like they're on a highway trajectory, looking like it with Jackson Dart, Arizona State running back Cam Scatterboo over there in New York. And then obviously New York, and they got some guys like Arvell Reese from the draft. So they're really getting picks and assets. And then you got the Cowboys here with Dak Prescott, and those boys over there in Dallas got to go on the road to New York for the first Sunday Night Football game. So Lambo, so what are your thoughts on this one? Cowboys got to go on the road, take on the Giants.
I mean, come on, bro. Cowboys are trash. Okay, no hate, but like Dak Prescott is not beating Jackson Dart, bro. And bro, did you see Cam Scatterboo got injured?
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, he did. Last season he got injured, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be back this season, though. But yeah, he's not gonna like the Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo easily better duo than Dak Prescott and Cena. Wait, is George Pickens still on Cowboys, or did he switch? Is he a free agent? I heard rumors that the Cowboys didn't want him no more after what he did. Like he was like barely trying.
Yeah, so George Pickens, he's on a franchise tag, so that means I think he'll be playing this year, but he's on a franchise tag. So not sure about what franchise tag is, but I think he'll be playing for the Cowboys this season. So Lambo, so who you got? The Giants?
Yeah, I got Giants.
All right, MetLife Stadium. 2 days after 9/11 over there in New York. So it's gonna be a very good game over there in New York, and I love how New York, they're gonna host games and I really want New York teams like the Giants or the Jets to host like near like
9/11 Memorial.
Yeah, 9/11, because I remember 10 years ago in 2011, the Cowboys, they took on the Jets, and I love their pregame ceremony, like the national anthem and stuff like that. Like it just felt real. It felt real because it was on the day of 9/11. It was 9/11, 2011. So that was, so they were commemorating the 10-year anniversary of 9/11, and it was just beautiful to watch. And it gave me goosebumps like when I was watching that. Just watching that, it felt so good to watch. It felt so good to watch, and then it ended up being a very good game. Mark Sanchez, Tony Romo, back in the day with the Cowboys and the Jets, and it ended up being a very good matchup between the Jets and the Cowboys back in 2011. But the Giants, they'll be hosting now, so they'll be hosting now on September 13th, 2 days after 9/11. They'll be taking on the Cowboys on NBC or Peacock for the first Sunday Night Football game of the season. All right, so now let's talk about the Thanksgiving game. I'm pretty sure you guys love NFL on Thanksgiving. So this will be the Thanksgiving game on Fox. I don't know if NBC will have one or Netflix, but Fox, they just announced their Thanksgiving game at 4:30 p.m.
Bro, why always the Cowboys be playing on Thanksgiving?
Because and it's a tradition, Lambo, because the Cowboys back in the day, they would play the Washington Redskins, but
every Thanksgiving, I remember.
Yeah, so that'll be the tradition. It'll be the Cowboys against now the Commanders back in the day, and it was the Redskins back in the day. But so that'll be the matchup on Fox with Thanksgiving.
So why are they playing the Eagles?
I don't know, but and I guess the Commanders, they kind of, how do you say, they kind of went down. I guess you can say like trust, or maybe. Good wise, maybe. So they probably kept the Cowboys on there because the Cowboys are America's team. So they keep them on there, and then they replace them with the Eagles, who's a very good team with Jalen Hurts with the Eagles. So it's gonna be an interesting matchup. An NFC East matchup in Dallas, classic Thanksgiving matchup on Thanksgiving, 4:30 p.m. on Fox. So Lambo, so what are your thoughts about this one? The Eagles, Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Eagles. Really big matchup. I mean, I low-key have Cowboys though. Not gonna lie, look, you have Cowboys. But I'm not gonna lie, Eagles most likely gonna win. But I just want to go with the Cowboys because it's Thanksgiving.
Cowboys, all right. So
But yeah, but most likely, let's be so fair. Eagles are gonna win, bro. The Saquon Barkley, like, come on, bro.
and I guess we'll see because remember last year, Lambo, when the Eagles went into Dallas, and I think the Eagles had like a 21-0 lead, and then the Cowboys came all the way back to win that game in Dallas.
Was that
So-
Thanksgiving though?
No, it wasn't Thanksgiving, but that was the last time Philly went to Dallas. So I guess we'll see what happens this year with Dallas on Thanksgiving. Obviously, Dallas, they've been playing on Thanksgiving. Eagles, they'll be playing on Thanksgiving this year. So Eagles, Cowboys, NFC East rivals going at it on Thanksgiving at 4:30 p.m. All right, so now let's talk about the top 10 games of 2026. As you can see there, those are the top 10 games.
Ravens, but Bengals. I swear, I think I always see Bengals and Ravens play.
Yeah.
And bro, come on, bro. We need our get back on. We need our get back on the Steelers, bro. We need our get back. Tyler Luke sold us, bro. We need our get back.
Yeah, don't worry, it's gonna be there because obviously you two are AFC North rivals, so obviously you guys play them twice. You guys play them twice a year. So these are the top 10 games. You got the Rams and Seahawks as number one because so obviously they're gonna play each other because they're division rivals. You got the Chiefs and Bills. So Chiefs and Bills AFC showdown in Buffalo at the new stadium. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a primetime game. Then you got the Packers Bears. That's an NFC North showdown. Steelers Ravens. Lambo. Steelers Ravens.
We need our get back, bro. I swear.
Bills
Tyler Luke
Patriots.
sold us.
Bills Patriots. Bills got to go on the road, take on New England for division matchup. Niners Rams. Broncos and Patriots there. Broncos and Patriots. Broncos got to go on the road to New England. Then you got the Chiefs taking on the Seahawks. The Chiefs taking on the Seahawks. In that matchup over there in Seattle. Ravens, Bengals, and then you got the Patriots, Seahawks.
Hey, where's the? Oh, never mind. I was about to say, where's the Patriots and Seahawks game that we talked about episode 5?
Yeah, so it's there. So that'll be the Super Bowl rematch. So that'll be a Super Bowl rematch between New England and Seattle. And then I remember we had our predictions for which what's going to be the season opener for Seattle because back in episode
3, 2, 1 hour mark.
Yes, so back in the earlier episodes we mentioned how Seattle was going to host the season opener in Seattle, and we basically were giving our predictions. Lambo and Cash basically giving their predictions on who would that opponent be. So Lambo, you said the Seahawks would play the Patriots. And then Cash said either the Ravens or the Chargers. I guess we'll see what happens there. And
I was right. Look.
Hmm?
I was right?
Well, I don't know if they're going to play in the season opener though. So that's the thing because you got the Rams up there too, and then you got the Patriots. So the schedule release will be released on May 14th. So at the time of the recording, that is 2 days before the schedule release. So by the time this comes out, it may be before, maybe after. So we'll probably know after the recording, by the time this comes out, on who will be the season opener, who will the Seahawks play, and we'll see who got it right. And I guess we'll see who got it right. So those are the top 10 games, Lambo. So which one of these games, Lambo, are you most interested in? Steelers Ravens easily, okay, and then that's that. And then
I Steelers Ravens, and then Ravens Bengals, and then besides my team, Patriots Seahawks, and Chiefs Bills, and probably Broncos and Patriots. Those are the only. So keep in mind, write this down. 4, 9, 10, 2. So 4, 9, 10, 2, 7. 4, 9, 10, 2, 7. 4, 9, 10, 2, 7.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
And what about you? What are your numbers?
All right, so interesting matchups. Probably that number one sounds interesting. The Rams Seahawks is obviously a division showdown in Seattle, which will be very good. I'm not sure about Kansas City this year because obviously, as you guys know, Patrick Mahomes suffered that torn ACL in the regular season finale, and obviously it takes a long time to recover from a torn ACL. So I don't know what's Patrick Mahomes' status this year with the Chiefs. So I don't know. Chiefs are going to return to that elite status this year. So that number two matchup may not be as big as people think. But so I will probably not say number two. Number three is pretty underrated, the Packers and Bears. Because if you guys saw that matchup last year.
Last year, yeah, it was a pretty close game. Packers and Bears.
It was in Chicago. Caleb Williams throwing that pass to, I believe, DJ Moore in the over there in the touchdown in overtime. It was an amazing matchup. And the Packers Bears, that's going to be an interesting matchup there. Lambo probably number 4 is going to be up there for me too, because obviously the history there. I'm not going to bring it up, but everyone knows what happened there in that regular season finale last year. Bills, Patriots. I think that one could be interesting. So I'll say 5 too. I'll say 5. 6 Niners, Rams. That one's gonna be interesting too. But they play twice, so probably not. Niners, Rams, but it's still gonna be a good matchup. Broncos, Patriots. I feel like that one's gonna be good. And I always like these other division matchups. You got Denver from the AFC West taking on AFC East. I always love those matchups. Chiefs, Seahawks, not really. Ravens, Bengals. And I guess I'm just not sure about the Bengals, though, because the Bengals, they've been
trash. I'm not going to lie. Last time you've seen the Bengals be good was when they got in the Super Bowl but lost to the Rams. I swear, after they lost, bro, I swear I never seen them win.
Yeah, true. Like the Bengals haven't been at the top since that Super Bowl appearance against the Rams. So, and then number 10, obviously the Patriots Seahawks. That one will be a very interesting matchup over there in Seattle. So I got 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. That is my interesting matchups out of this top 10 list. So these will be the official matchups. Dates will be coming out soon. On May 14th. So that'll be coming on May 14th. So by the time this comes out, the dates should have already been out. Networks, that'll be out May 14th. All right, so now let's switch gears to some college football. Syracuse, Wake Forest. So college football, they kind of already announced their times, matchups, networks. So this is a matchup right here. They announced Syracuse, Wake Forest, but it's not a home game, Lambo. It will be live from Toronto, Canada on August 20th, 29th, but this will be in 2027. So it won't be this year, but it will be next year in 2027. So Lambo, so what are your thoughts on this one? A college football game being played in Toronto.
Toronto? Isn't Toronto like a small town or a big town? I've never been to Toronto.
It's a pretty big town. It's a pretty big town over there in Canada. Pretty big town.
Well, I really don't got no thoughts to say, but who's playing? Wait, who are the teams playing?
Syracuse and Wake Forest.
It's I don't see the hype. I don't see the hype on this. Maybe if it was like two really big teams, but nah. Teams are kind of teams I really never heard about.
Okay,
Nah,
all right.
I'm just joking. I know these teams. I'm just saying that because I'm saying like a reference. If you get my reference, like they should have done better teams if they're gonna make a big deal about Toronto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Syracuse, Wake Forest are two ACC football teams, and they both play in the ACC. So I don't know if this is going to be a conference matchup. It will be in week 0. So it will be in week 0. That will be in 2027 in Toronto, Canada. That will be a pretty interesting matchup. Now let's switch. So now Florida State, Georgia. So Florida State and Georgia, they were originally supposed to have a home and home series started in 2027 and 2028. But however, they have just announced that home and home will be canceled. It will be canceled because of this whole conference realignment thingy. The SEC added more conference games. So basically they want to, have less non-conference games because they're up in the amount of conference games. So I guess they want to even out the schedule, I guess you can say, because people say the SEC is, the toughest conference in college football, and adding more conference games means more of a gauntlet. So teams might want to, add FCS teams or lower FBS teams just to, even out their schedule. So that's probably why this series is canceled. But however, they are planning to do a neutral site game. So they're planning to do a neutral site game, Lambo. So what are your thoughts on this one? Florida State, Georgia.
What is neutral? Can you explain to me what neutral site game means?
So neutral means is that it's not going to take place in Tallahassee or Athens. So it's going to be taking place at a place where no team is like the home team. It's going to be like down the middle.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So that's what's going on there.
I got Georgia. Come on.
You got Georgia?
Obviously, you got Georgia. Don't tell me you going for trash little. Bruh. Wait, hold up. I can't. Bro, wait, what's the team name called? I for Loki forgot. And I can't see the logo because the recording's in the way.
That's Florida State. So that's Florida State in the top right, Georgia below that. So if you guys know me, I'm a Florida State guy. So obviously I'm going to root for Florida State all the time. But however, Lambo, these two played in 2023 in the Orange Bowl. And it didn't turn out so well, but that was because we lost all of our star players to the NFL draft. So that's Florida State, Georgia. But however, they're playing a neutral site game in 2028, and there are 7 cities that are in the running, Lambo, on where this game could be. So the 7 cities are Atlanta, Charlotte.
No, I'm keep going.
Yeah, so these are the 7 cities: Atlanta, Charlotte, Miami, Nashville, New Orleans, Orlando, and Tampa. So these are the 7 matchups, the 7 cities that are in the running for hosting this neutral site game in 2028. So Lambo, what are your thoughts on those 7 cities? And if you want to make a prediction,
I want them to play in Atlanta because
Atlanta.
Wouldn't that be home, like kind of home for Georgia though? They play in Atlanta.
It would be, yeah, and it would be because the thing's in Georgia, and Georgia, and they have a lot of fans when the thing is in Atlanta. So I don't know, maybe but the thing's in Orlando. Obviously, a lot of Florida State fans will show up. And by the way, Lambo, fun fact about Florida State in Orlando. Did you know, Lambo, Florida State is undefeated when they play in Orlando?
Oh yeah,
they are undefeated. So they want to do it in Orlando. That's a guaranteed win for the seven.
I mean that because now I kind of want them to play in Orlando because if they lose in Orlando, that's gonna be a big deal for football. Just had at the top of football, bro. It's gonna be a big deal for the football.
Yeah, and it is. It definitely is. So they're trying to work it out now to see where's this game going to be at. The 7 cities are in the running, and I guess we'll see where will this game be in 2028 between the Noles and the Dogs. All right, Alabama and Ohio State, however, they are keeping their home and home series. So Florida State, Georgia, they're canceling their series. They are keeping their series between Alabama and Ohio State in 2027, 2028. So they will keep their home and home series, Lambo. So what are your thoughts on this one? Alabama, Ohio State keeping their home and home series for next year and 2028?
I mean, there's not really big thoughts. Like they're just staying at home, so it's not really a big deal. But
All right.
I really don't know what to say.
All right. True.
It don't sound like a big deal. It just sound like regular football being played.
All right. Yeah, so Alabama, Ohio State, two powerhouse programs.
Hey. Really big matchup, though. Really big matchup.
Yeah, would be.
I look, you don't know who I got, though. I don't know if I got. I really know who I got, though. No, I got Ohio State.
Okay, you got Ohio
And
State.
you probably know the reason.
All right, so Ohio State. All right. Yeah, so Alabama, Ohio State, these teams usually meet up in the playoff, but in 2027, 2020, they'll be playing at home. So I don't know who's going to be the first team to be at home, but just imagine Alabama going to Ohio State, playing at the host.
Ohio State, bro. It's crazy you didn't notice, bro. I picked Ohio State because Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, because Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, there you go. Well, he's going to be a sophomore this year, I believe.
I don't know.
2026. So
no, wait. Yeah, sophomore.
Yeah, he'll be sophomore in 2026 this year. Then in 2027, he'll be a junior. And then we don't know where he's going to go from there. He might not even play in 2028. And he might go in the NFL draft because he's that talented. So he'll play one half of this series. Or if he wants, he can play two if he wants to play in his senior year. But I guess we'll see what happens there with Jeremiah Smith if he's going to stay in 2028 because he's going to be a sophomore this year in 2026, junior in 2027. So that's Alabama, Ohio State. All right. Not last but not least, but the last football topic before we get into our last topic, College Game Day. College Game Day, they just announced they just announced hours ago from the recording of this podcast, the two locations they'll be live at. So week 1, they will be live from Baton Rouge, Louisiana for the first game in the Lane Kiffin era for LSU as they take on Clemson in the second half of the home and home series. LSU went into Clemson last year and got the win. So we'll see if LSU, if they can sweep the home and home series this year from Baton Rouge. And then Lambo, you can see that week 2 matchup, Ohio State and Texas.
No. Texas all the way, bro. Texas all the way. Texas. Hey. Any of y'all put horns down? I don't even want you to be a viewer no more. Yeah, I don't even want y'all to be a viewer no more, bro. I don't care how much viewers we use. If you put horns down, leave, bro. You're not gonna be in here, bro. Isn't that right, Carlos?
Yeah.
Yes, Carlos knows.
Yeah, because we got a Texas fan here, guys, in Lambeau. So, and it was also announced that this game will be playing in prime time at 7:30. So this will be a primetime matchup, Lambeau, over there in Austin, between Ohio State and Texas over there in Austin. So 2 interesting matchups, week 1 with LSU, week 2 with Texas. So Lambeau, I already know your thoughts kind of with week 2 with Texas, but what are your thoughts on these two with LSU and Texas hosting College Game Day, week 1 and week 2?
Okay. Week 1. Like who you want? Who do you think I got winning?
Yeah, you can do that too, or just.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Clemson versus LSU. LSU, obviously, I like LSU. But Clemson. If Clemson wears those tough black jerseys, I got them no matter what. But if they don't, I got LSU. And obviously, do I even gotta explain, bro? Obviously, Longhorns, bro.
Yeah, definitely Texas taking on Ohio State, and they will have the home field advantage over there in Austin. So that's going to be a very good matchup between Ohio State and Texas to kick off that home and home series there, and then Clemson LSU to end off their home and home series. 2 interesting matchups to kick off the college football season in week 1 and week 2. So that is college football. And now let's switch gears into our last topic, WWE Backlash. So There was a huge announcement made by the one and only John Cena. You can't see me. You literally can't see me right now. Like
You literally can't see Carlos or me
Like-
right now.
like you guys can't literally see us right now. So John Cena, guys, as you guys know,
If y'all get the
retired.
reference, y'all get it. But if y'all don't, too bad. Y'all gonna have to ask. Y'all gonna have to comment. But you should get it if you know WWE.
Yeah, you should. So as you guys know, John Cena retired in December. He retired in December from the WWE. He hasn't wrestled since. But however, he's been a really good ambassador of the WWE. He showed up in WrestleMania as a host, and then he also showed up in Backlash for WWE in Tampa. But however, he made an announcement while in Tampa for Backlash. So here is the announcement from the one and only John Cena. Here it is.
I am so honored tonight to announce to you the John Cena Classic. An entire evening of the best of today competing with the best of tomorrow. An entire event where WWE superstars and NXT superstars get an opportunity to give you all they have in hopes to be crowned a champion. That's right. We are making history here tonight because we have a brand new event and the debut of a brand new championship in the WWE. And not just any championship. This is an event, and this is a championship I am personally putting my name on. So I am going to strive for a certain level of excellence, and I'm also going to do everything I can to make it special.
All right, Lambo. So what are your thoughts on that? John Cena Classic will be going on WWE. The superstars today taking on the superstars of tomorrow. NXT superstars, current WWE superstars competing in this John Cena Classic. And then one thing John Cena did mention, but it wasn't in the clip, the fans will be the one to pick the winner. So the fans will be the one that will pick.
So they're the one.
Champion.
Wait. Oh, so. Hey, if the fans are picking, bro, it's just gonna be whoever has the most who has the biggest fan base, bro. Come on.
Well, what John Cena said, he basically was right when he was talking about that the fans are going to pick it. Basically, you got to earn the fans' respect. Their hustle, their loyalty, kind of earns respect from the crowd, and then the fans will be the one to pick the champion of the John Cena Classic via poll. So,
and he's only doing this. He's only hosting this year, or like he's gonna be a tradition.
And I feel like it's gonna be a trial. Like I feel like they're gonna get it done this year. I feel like they're gonna get it done this year, and I guess see what happens this year, and then next year, I guess we'll see if it. I guess we'll see, if how good it works out, basically.
Oh yeah, to see if it raises like the fan base, or is he just doing this because he wants to?
Yeah. So, and I guess we'll see what happens in year one. If if it does well, and if it does, it'll continue on. If it doesn't, then I don't know. But I guess we'll see what happens in year one. A lot of WWE superstars will be in that one. Superstars today taking on the superstars of tomorrow with NXT. All right, Lambo, that is that with episode 8 of the Lambo and Cash show. That is wraps. Talked about a lot of NBA playoff. FIFA World Cup with job application. Like, would you guys think?
Yeah, I kind of wish we did that. I'm sorry for starting off with that, because I would have talked forever. But we would have started that with the in-birth. This would have probably went way longer.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, I'm glad we did it at the start, because the hype. It's like a what is it called? Hook hanger?
Yeah, like
hooks?
Yeah, like a hook, like just like an intro, just like a warm up intro. Yeah. So we talked about FIFA World Cup. Like, what do you guys think that job application staying in that glass box in Times Square to watch all the World Cup matches? You guys can comment that down below. NBA playoff, Wemby ejection. Like, how do you guys feel about that Wemby ejection?
Bro, that's dope by Wemby.
NFL games. The first Sunday night, first
All right,
Thursday
we got to
night.
get our get back, Ravens fans. Let's go, Ravens fans. Let's go. Got to get our get back.
Yeah, all the Ravens fans that how do you guys feel about those games, those top 10 games, and then things like that. And then obviously with John Cena's announcement, how do you guys think about that? How do you guys feel about that? So I can't believe I did not put the banner for our show. I can't believe it. So all right,
Okay.
that's the banner, guys. There you go.
Hey, hold on, Carlos. Let me do my thing.
Yeah. So let me put up.
All right, baby. Get it ready. You know, I'm finna scream for this one. It's gonna be loud.
All right, Lambo, tell
All
me.
right, baby. Y'all gotta like. Y'all gotta share. Y'all gotta subscribe. Notification bells. And most of all, y'all gotta comment. Oh yeah, that was loud. That definitely got my parents' attention. Yeah, but please, I need y'all to comment. Those two things we told y'all to comment earlier, y'all should have commented. I look-y forgot what they were, but what were they, Carlos? Well, we told them to comment.
Messi or Ronaldo, I think.
Oh yeah, Messi, Ronaldo, or would they do it? Yes or no? If they would do it, yeah.
Or would they do it? Yeah. So some interesting things you guys gotta comment, but just like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified of when we post these episodes. Also comment, obviously main thing, comment, and then also follow our Instagram at Lambo and Cash Show. We just uploaded a reel, featuring Mr. Lambo himself on a reel on our Instagram page. So you guys can check that out on Instagram. It is live right now. So hey, comment your thoughts, comment your reactions to it, like it up, share it, and just go crazy with that one because it's a very interesting.
Right, I love that Carlos did that for me, guys.
Hey, for sure. Hey, I'm a nice host. I do it.
Carlos is the GOAT, guys.
Yeah, I do it for my co-host Lambo. He asked for it, and I felt like I wanted to do it. So there you go. I just did it, and yeah. So make sure you guys check out the Instagram page to see that reel. So share,
subscribe, notification bells, comment. Hey, before we wrap this up, where can they find you at?
All right, you guys can find me at D_enforcer33 on Instagram. Lambo, where can they find you?
Y'all can find me at on Instagram at Lamborghini_Landon. The GOAT. Bro, we posted a video and we got like 1K followers in one day. We've been at 3K. We at 3K and like 500 for so long. Bro, my dad posted one video of like a Donald Trump like actor guy that was talking about me. We gained 1,000 followers that quick.
Damn, that's
1,000. So we're at like 4K. I'm so glad. And yeah, and I'm gonna do it for Cash. I'm pretty sure. I think I can remember it. Beach Boys JJJ.
Yeah. So for Cash, guys, his Instagram will be down in the description. But for Cash, it is Beach Boys _BJJ on Instagram. So, but the thing will also be down in the description. All right, guys, that's it for episode 8. We'll see you guys in the next episode, episode 9. All right, guys, see you guys in the next episode.
See y'all. Comment.